power has gone here, so I couldn't see properly. My
No
screen is also
problem.
black.
Do you have a candle? Not handy. Okay.
We don't use candle
Oh.
at house. No, there is an inverter, but it went long back, so only fan is running. We have just bulbs and all one by one it is going off. So that is.
Inverter have to keep ready. If it is 1600 mAh, then it will be nice.
Yeah. Rarely it goes, not that often. Now because of rain, the transformer burst in front of the house. So facing.
Yes, that happens. Occasionally, now there is Ativrishti, Anavishti, all these. So, any doubts you have, Sumitra?
No, Maharshi, it was clear.
It was clear. Things are clear now.
Yeah, things are clear.
Because in this Ghattam, in this context, we are going to discuss Ramayanam, applying Vyākaraṇam on one side and Mīmāṅsa on the other side. Here, Patanjali discusses here, whereas in this Mīmāṅsa Nyaya Prakasha, there also the same sentence is taken and discussed. So a beautiful this thing. Okay. So will you do this Chintana, a quick Chintana?
No, I just listened today because I couldn't see anything. It's so painful to see.
Okay, got it. I forgot.
My eyes are aching seeing the dark light.
No, it's okay. Got it now. Then let me give this thing. See, last class we were discussing how to go about with Vyākaraṇam, how to prepare Vyākaraṇam. What is meant by that? Whether we have to offer this, there are two things, Shabdas and Apashabdas. The very purpose is offering Shabdas. It can be done in 2 or 3 ways. One is offering the Shabdas only, so that people will understand Apashabdas, that means rest are Apashabdas, Parishesha Nyaya. That is one way. Offering Apashabdas only, so that the rest are Shabdas, people will understand. Why giving this or that? Better give both. So Shabdas, list of Shabdas as well as list of Apashabdas. So among these 3, which one is better? That is the question. Because what happens if you give Shabdas, since rest are understood, if you say Gauhu is Rasi Shabda, Gavi, Goni, Gota, Gopo, Talika, Govu, Gai, etc., all these. What is the problem? Problem is that from person to person, village to village, town to town, country to country, the Apashabdas may vary. There may be more and more Apashabdas. That he is only going to discuss. So, offering the list of both is a waste of time. And also, list of Apashabdas, a comprehensive list of Apashabdas, is not possible at all. Because Patanjali at his time, he had Gavi, Goni, Gota, Gopo, Talika, etc. during his time. But not Gai from Hindi or Govu from Telugu. Like that. Therefore, future Apashabdas also you have to list. That is not possible even for Brahma. So there the discussion goes. So he says, Shabdanushasanam idanim kartavyam kim Shabdopadeshah kartavyah. Shabdopadeshah kartavyah means only Shabdopadeshah. Ahosvitu means otherwise. Apashabdopadeshah, only Apashabdopadeshah. Ahosvitu, otherwise Ubayopadeshah. Both the lists are to be offered. Then he says, no, it is not a wise decision. Anyataropadeshena katam syat. If you offer either this or that, this tarap is there. No, tarap says is in comparative. It is either this or that. If there are 2 things, if you say that this one is good, the other one is understood. That means he is taking Anyatara. Anyatara means Shabdopadesha or Apashabdopadesha. What does it mean? He said the third one. So the third one is a waste of time. So 2 only he took and then said Anyatarapadeshana Pratam Syat. Tatyatha Bhakshya Nijamena Abhakshya Pratishedho Gamyate Panchapanjanakha Bhakshyaha Ityukte Gamyate Etato Ataha Anye Abhakshyaha Iti. How is it? See, bhakshya niyamena abhakshya pratishedha gamyate. Take it this way. Vyākaraṇam we are first discussing. Okay, then we will go to Mīmāṅsa and compare. So first the thing is, vidhi is there, pratishedha is there. Initially we have discussed that. And in vidhi also, when there will be two vidhis, for example, bhakshya, which one to eat? Either chawal or chapati. So when the question paper, it was given, what is the capital of Orissa? Someone has written Puri. Looking into his paper, this person thought about maybe copying, so he wrote chapati. Then that reached to the chief examiner. Then he said, do you have mind actually? Puri is made of atta. Chapati is also made of atta. Give marks to both. What is there? Sumitra, are you getting?
Yes, Maharshi, I am getting it. Yeah.
Okay. Between chapati and puri, no, chapati and chawal, there is one small joke. In a train, a person was traveling, Sardarji was there, and a South Indian was also there. The South Indian could not lift the suitcase. So then the Sardarji said, chawal, dekho chapati. And then he said he lifted it and put on the this thing, rack. Then after some time, this South Indian was just acting as if he could not pull the chain. Janjir khincha to the chain.
So he pulled the chain.
You got getting, Smitra? So Sardarji got up and said, chawal, dekho chapati. And he pulled the chain. Since it is attached to the this brake, which is not under the control of the driver, in IAS it was a bit. How is it stopped? Anyway, so train stopped. And immediately the security people came, who pulled the chain. Then he showed, South Indian showed the Sardarji. And said, chapati, dekho chawal. Chawal will have chapati will have only strength, not intelligence. So how these people make joke? So here what happens? Vidhi is there. If two things are getting, two vidhis are there. I mean, vidhi, just, Sumitra cannot note down. This is another. Adi Daivikam. The problem is Adhyatmikam, Adi Daivikam, Adi.
Adi Devikam.
Adi Daivikam this is. Adi Bhaudikam will also be there. Well, when power comes, then you can note down, okay?
Shall I type and keep or else? Shall I type and keep it or else no?
No, don't take that much trouble. You can type, without looking, you can type yes. But let it be no problem. There is a small this thing.
I will listen to the recording and note it down after.
You will note down, no problem.
So you're muted, it seems.
First, let me explain this thing, and then when I go to Mīmāṅsa, then I will get that sloka. Here, what is vidhi? Okay, generally, do this if you say, that is called vidhi. But in Mīmāṅsa, what they say, vidhi achantam aprapte. See, somebody is hungry. He will go and eat something. There are bananas, there are mangoes. Here, there is no vidhi. But what he says, do not eat bananas, eat mangoes. That means when two things are coming, if you say this one only, not the other one, then it is called niyama. Okay. Here, vidhi is not actually made. Why? Because due to hunger, he is going to eat this thing. One need not actually push him or tell him you eat, you eat, you eat. He did not say. Since he is hungry, he will eat. But when there are two things, that means the vidhi is ragataha. Bhakshanam is ragataha praptam. It is called ragataha praptam. Raga means a desire to eat. Now, bhakshanam, eating, is got not by vidhi, but through raga only. Since he is hungry, he will eat. So here what Patanjali says is, tadyatha bhakshya niyamena abhakshya pratishedhaha gamyate. Gamyate means is implied, understood. Okay. Bhakshya niyamena, that means this is bhakshya, this is to be eaten. One should eat this. Okay. By that niyama is made. Okay. Then what happens? Abhakshya pratishedhaha, eat this only, or this, you eat this. I might have given you an example earlier in a Shiksha class or in this thing. That was sarvam vakyam savadharanam bhavati. Okay. Sarvam padam savadharanam bhavati is one niyama. Sarvam vakyam savadharanam bhavati. That means Rama is going to city. Take any sentence. Language is no barrier. Any language. In other languages, they are not taught. Our scholars are also not teaching such kind of things. Very important. Sarvam vakyam, every sentence, savadharanam, would denote a decisive meaning. Okay. Every sentence would denote a decisive meaning is the niyama. Sarvam vakyam savadharanam bhavati. How? Rama is going to city. Rama only, going only, to city only. Okay. In Pāṇini, what happens? Karmani dvitiya. Patanjali explains this. Karmani dvitiya means karmanyeva dvitiya, dvitiya eva karmani. In both ways it is there. In both ways it is niyama. That means karmanyeva, when you want to express karma karakam, then only dvitiya will come. One side. The other side is that dvitiya eva karmani. If at all you take dvitiya vibhakti, if you come across dvitiya vibhakti only, then it will be karma. So in karma karakam, dvitiya only will come. Dvitiya only will come in karma karaka, in both ways. Dvitiya eva, karmani eva. Got it? This is what actually Pāṇini meant. But Pāṇini does not explain the sotrartha, what is this word. So now we explain this. How? Sarvam vakyam savadharanam bhavati. Annam bhakshyam, for example, you say one should eat rice. But you eat rice, you told someone. What does it mean? You only should eat rice only. Sarvam savadharanam vakyam. So here, bhakshya niyamena, when bhakshya means bhakshitum yogyam, the thing that is suitable for consumption, for eating, is called bhakshya. Bhakshya, bhojya, shoshya, things are there. Okay. So bhakshya niyamena, when you say that this is bhakshya, it is implied gamyate gamakatvam, gamyamanam, not expressly stated, but it is understood, it is implied that abhakshya pratishedhaha, that is abhakshya, that should not be eaten. Similarly, if you say sadhu shabda gauh is to be employed, what does it mean? Although it is not expressed, gavi, goni, gota, gopotalika, gai, avu, etc. should not be employed. That means apashabdas or pratishedha of apashabdas is automatically understood. Because implication is bhasha svabhava is like that. We are not bringing anything, but this is universal. This is applicable to any language. Most of the 99% in especially Paspashanikam are applicable, and even in Pāṇini applicable across the table. That means any language. Yes, Sumitra, clear?
Yes, Mahodaya, it is clear.
Clear. So now proceed. Abhakshya pratishedhena, bhakshya Bhakshaniyamena abhaksha pratishedha gamyate. Any example? He offers an example from Kishkindha-kanda of Ramayanam, where Vali tells Sri Rama, Pancha Panchanakha bhakshyah ityukte gamyate etato ataha anye abhakshyah iti. Pancha Panchanakha bhakshyah brahmakshatrena raghava. Vali tells Sri Rama, oh Sri Rama, there are certain animals which have got 5 nails. Among them, only 5 animals with this 5 nails, okay, should be eaten. What does it mean? Ataha anye, the other these things, I mean animals with 5 nails, okay, should not be eaten. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So that is automatically understood. And he is giving, he explains, abhakshya pratishedhena cha bhakshya niyamaha. Now reverse gear. If abhakshya is stated, that means apashabdas are stated, replace this apashabda by apashabda. Abhakshya pratishedhena, bhakshya niyamaha, you should not eat these things. What does it mean? The rest of the things you can eat. So abhakshya pratishedhena, by censuring, by restricting those things which should not be consumed, it automatically implies, it is understood as, oh, the rest of the things are consumed, can be consumed, they are consumable.
So there are 2 things, like one is a bhakshya, like what need to be eaten, or abhakshya, which is not to be eaten. So there are something like if I say that the chapati, nobody says this is abhakshya or bhakshya. Well, what does the chapati means? Is it okay?
They kamachara.
Kamachara.
Dharmashastra says kamachara is the word used, term, very strong term. See, when Shastram does not either injunct vidhi, injunction vidhi is called injunction, or censure, nishedha, neither vidhi nor pratishedha, then what to do? Kamacharaha. Kama means as you like. Charaha, pravritti. You may do as you like. That is called kamachara. He gives example from Shastras. Tadjatha abhakshya gramya kukkutaha abhakshya gramya sokaraha ityukte gamyate etato aranyo bhakshya iti. Gramya, grame bhavaha grame. Yatprachya bhavarthe. So the one born in a grama, there are 2 things. In Veda you have aranyakam. Aranyakam means, strictly speaking, it is to be recited in a aranya only, forest only. The rest of the things can be recited, Veda can be recited either in grama or aranya. Aranye dhiyeta, that is clearly stated in Arunaprapathakam, Taitriya Aranyakam. Okay, grame manasa swadhyayam dhiyeta, this is also stated in Swadhyaya Brahmanam, another Aranyaka, 2nd chapter. So Adhyayanam in grama is there, Adhyayanam aranya is also there. Similarly, while consuming the animals, whether the animal that is born in a grama should be eaten, or the animal that is born in an aranya is to be eaten. Question is clear? So now he is giving for abhakshya pratishedha, abhakshyah gramya sokaraha, the sokara, that is the pig that is born in a grama village, should not be consumed. What does it mean? Like that, he gives another example. Abhakshyah gramya sokaraha, gramya kukkutaha first he gives. Gramya kukkutaha. Kukkuta means kukkuta chanai, this hen, chick.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. So abhakshyah gramya kukkutaha, the hen that is born in a grama should not be consumed. Similarly, the sokara, that is the pig that is born in a grama, should not be consumed. That is the nima. Suppose someone says, then what happens is chitte gamyate etatu aranyaha bhakshya iti. So the hen or the pig that is born in an aranya, in a forest, can be eaten. It is understood automatically. That means by saying one thing, the other thing is understood. This is what we touched. What is that nyaya? Parisesha nyaya. Parisesha means remaining. Okay.
Is this just an example, or it is a mantra? Like, is it somewhere that is it true statement, or is it just an example?
In some Dharma Shastra, it is there.
Okay.
In a particular context, one should not eat this, one should not eat that. Like that, there are niyamas. So he brought from some Dhamma Shastra must be, because earlier example is from Ramayana, Valmiki Ramayana. Okay. So now, evam ihapi, evam similarly, that means bhakshya niyamena abhakshya pratishedha, abhakshya pratishedhana bhakshya niyamaha. This kind of this thing is, you know, riti. That riti, ihapi means in Vyākaraṇam also. In Vyākaraṇam also, the same niyama applies, the same norm applies. Norm means yukti. The same yukti applies here also. Yadi tavata shabdopadesha kriyate, tavata means in the first place. Yadi tavata, tavat is an avyaya, okay? It means it has got several meanings. And then here it is, yadi tavata shabdopadesha kriyate. Initially, if you offer the list of shabdas, gauhu itchetasmin upadishte. That means shabdopadesha is a kriyate. How? Gauhu. You have offered an upadesha, you have preached, note down the sadhu shabdas. Number one, gauhu. Okay, upadishte, if that is the upadesha is done, gamyate etatu, this is understood. What is that? Gavyadayaha apashabdaha iti. Gavi, Goni, Gota, Gopo, Dalika, Ichevamadayaha, Apashabdaha iti. This is what I have already discussed. Just a sentence meaning I am giving. Okay. Athapi, and also, okay, Apashabdopadesha kriyeta. If one offers the list of apashabdas, gamyate, gavyadishu upadishteshu, gamyate etatu, gauhu ityesha shabdaha iti. If one gives Gavi, Goni, Gota, Gopa, Talika, note down, these are apashabdas. Then it is understood by the Shishya, oh, Gauhi is the Sadhu Shabda, because all these are apashabdas. This is the state of affairs. First he discussed it. Here what happens? He says niyama, term niyama he used. Okay, the Ramayana is discussed in Mimamsa also. There, one verse is there. Vidhi vidhirachyantama prapte niyamah pakshike sati tatta chanyatra cha prapte parisankhya cha giyate. Parisankhya
nyaya. Parisankhya nyaya.
Parisesham nyaya, that is Parisankhya nyaya, Parisesham nyaya.
Okay.
Here it is Parisankhya. Parisankhya is from what you call Mimamsa. So here what happens? What is Vidhi? Mimamsa you are discussing, not Vyākaraṇam. For some time keep aside Vyākaraṇam. Now Mimamsa. Here, what is Vidhi? Vidhi, this is from Tantravartikam. Kumarala Bhatta gave this verse. Okay, what he says? Vidhi achantam aprapte. One is not going to do a thing. Then only you call it Vidhi. What does it mean? Suppose you say Bhakshanam. Is Bhakshanam, should one actually ask or tell someone to eat something?
No.
No. Because he is hungry. So he has got raga towards some food. Raga means desire. So ragataha bhakshanam praptam. Then you are saying, eat this, do not eat this. So vidhi, you are sitting, I might have given you an example. You are sitting in the gate by roadside. Someone is passing by. Then you call him and said, gentlemen, tomorrow don't come for lunch to our house. Would you do that? What will happen if you have done that is a different question. Anything may happen. Will you do that? No. Why? Because the passerby, the person, is not going to come for lunch to your house. That means there is no vidhi. Then why should you offer a pratishedha? Why should you ask him to stop? Not needed. That means aprapti. Prapta is not there. Prapti is not there. Whereas in the case of bhakshanam, prapti is already there. So it is not a vidhi. what is the example for vidhi from Mimamsa point of view? Jyotishthamena Swargakamo Yajeta. Okay. If one wants to go to Swarga after death naturally, then he should perform a yaga called Jyotishtoma. Darshapurnamasaabhyam Swargakamo Yajeta. Nobody is actually by nature is coming to perform this yaga. So, prapti is not there. In bhakshanam, prapti is there. In drinking, prapti is there. In sleeping, prapti is there. You need not tell anybody. Unless for health reasons, etc., you may give a lecture. That is a different question. That is not taken here. So, achantam aprapte vidhi. Niyamaha pakshike sati. You can eat either banana or mango, then that is called niyama in Mimamsa. Then, tatra chanyatra cha prapte parisankhya cha giyate. If here also it is coming, prapti is there. There also prapti is there. There is panchanakha and apanchanakha. Both are there animals. Then you will say, okay, tatracha, anyatracha, prapte, the one as well as another one, two things are there. When both are coming, then if you say this only, not that, that is called parisankhya. That means in Vyākaraṇam, what you call niyama is parisankhya for Mimamsakas. Mimamsakas niyama is that pakshike sati. Pakshika means optional. Pakshika means either you eat either banana or mango. That is niyama. Eat mango only but not banana. That is parisankhya. Sumitra, is it clear?
Yes, Mahodaya. Yeah, it's clear.
Mimamsa and Vyākaraṇam?
Yeah, it's clear.
So when you
so in this, even the Kumarila Bhatta, what says Atyanta Aprapya, but it is Atyanta Aprapya, is it impossible or it is very difficult to get?
Achantam aprapti means it is not coming at all. People are not going to perform Jyotishtoma yaga at all. Then Veda says Jyotishtoma Swargakamo Yajeta. Therefore it is vidhi. They are very careful.
So niyamas is on the prapti, where vidhi is not, is on the aprapti.
In Mimamsa, niyama means optional. Parisankhya means when there are two things coming, it may be due to raga or whatever may be the cause. We don't discuss that. But both the things are there. He went to have some food somewhere. So chapati is also being supplied, rice is also being supplied. You can eat either rice or chapati, that is niyama. Rice and chapati, you consume chapati only, do not eat rice, that is parisankhya. So here, whatever is parisankhya in Mimamsa is niyama for Vyākaraṇa.
Got it.
That means interconnectivity among Shastras, one has to keep in mind. Yes, Sumitra, any doubts?
No, Mahodaya, it's clear only.
Vidhirachantam aprapte niyamah pakshike sati tatra chanyatra cha prapte parisankhya cha giyate. It is from Tantravartikam of Kumarila Bhatta, and it is it is taken from Ashtādhyāyī, second pada of Tantravartikam.
Hello. Hello, Korada, you are making a very good point, from my point of view. So, niyam is only made when a person is about to do something. Then only do this and don't do that will come in.
Vyākaraṇam, careful. Vyākaraṇam or Mimamsa, which one you are taking?
No, in anything, in any case, when an act is under being performed, then only the question comes of option whether this or that.
That is in Vyākaraṇa. That is taken up by Patanjali Vyākaraṇa. But in Mimamsa, Niyama Shabda has got a different meaning. That's why I am just training these people.
What is the meaning for Mimamsa?
Mimamsa, Akshika, optional.
Achha. So in Mimamsa there is option, in Vyākaraṇa there is no option.
No, not like,
Not like that.
No, not like that. Whether the option is there or not, Vyākaraṇas say what you said. Do this, do not do this. When two things are there, both are available. Then if you say, eat mangoes only but not banana, that is niyama for Vyākaraṇa. Whereas in Mīmāmsa, what happens? It is niyama. If you can eat either mangoes or bananas, that is niyama. If what is niyama in Vyākaraṇam becomes parisankhya in Mīmāmsa, that means when two things are there, while it tells Sri Rama, oh Sri Rama, there are 5 animals are there having 5 nails, those things only are to be consumed. Okay? Just 1 minute. Is it clear?
Yes.
Because see, if you take a term like Guna in Vyākaraṇam, Guna Sandhi. If you go to Ayurveda, Bharatata Kapha, the 3 humors. If you go to Sankhyam or somewhere in Vedantam, then Sattva-Rajastamo Gunaha. In Mīmāmsa, whatever angas are there of yaga are guna. In Alankara, guna is prasada, those are prasanna. So a single term would have different meanings in different shastras. Okay, so here one has to understand the. So now Patanjali, okay, the context is clear. Therefore, what Patanjali concludes is, why to offer both? You need not offer both a list of sadhu shabdas and list of asadhu shabdas. You need not offer. By offering either, the other will do. There the things stand. Then further, which one to take up? List of shabdas or list of shabdas? Because the purpose is the same. Going to be served. Then he says, Kimbhavaratra jyayaha. Jyayaha means prashasyaha. Which one is better? You see, this is jaya. Jya is an adesha of prashasya. Prashasya means that is admirable, that is good. Okay, so that is replaced with prashasya, replaced with jya. Isun prachaya. Then jayaha. Jayan means another meaning is also there. Jayan means elder person. Kaniyan is just a younger person in that sense also. But here, Kimpandata jayaha, between the two is sadhu shabdopadesha or shabdopadesha is better or apashabdopadesha. The question is clear? Kimpandatra jaya. Then he says, Laghutvat shabdopadesha. You see, everywhere, brevity and perfection are the hallmarks of Pāṇini. Pāṇini, Patanjali is going to explain, Pāṇini wants to give less and less number of sutras to acquire mahataha shabdaughan pratipajyaran. By learning just 4,000 sutras roughly, people can get lakhs of shabdas. That is the greatness. So, Laghutvat, because we prefer brevity, Laghutva means brevity, shabdopadesha. How? Yukti he is showing. Laghiyam shabdopadesha, gariyam apashabdopadesha. This again, gariyam means guru, isun prachya. Guru means heavy. See, gauravam is a dosha. Gauravam means heaviness. Always, but whenever you want to give something, better give that is easier, that is brief. Never go for the heavier Upadesha. Is it clear? So, Laghutvat, since there is brevity, Shabdopadesha. How? What do you mean by brevity? Laghiyam Shabdopadesha, Gariyam Apashabdopadesha. Apashabdas means thousands of Apashabdas you have to do. How? He is giving example. Ekaikasya Shabdasya, for a single Shabda, that means Sadhu Shabda, Bahavaha Apabhramshaha. A single Shabda will have Bahavaha many. Why many? That means comprehensive list cannot be offered. Whatever you know, you are giving. Tomorrow another person may come and offer another Apashabda. Patanjali said, Gavi, Goni, Gota, Gopo, Telika, for go. And now we have come, and in Hindi we say Gai, in Telugu we say Goru. These are also Shabdas. Patanjali did not enumerate. That means from person to person, village to village, okay, area to area, country to country, the Apashabdas may go on like that. But Sadhu Shabda will be one and only one. Is it clear now? He is giving examples. Tadyatha, example, Gaurityasya Shabdasya Gavi, Goni, Gota, Gopo, Talika, Icheva Madayaha, Vibhramshaha. Gauri Chekasya, only one Sadhu Shabda. For that, Gavi, Goni, Gota, Gopo, Talika, Icheva Madayaha, more and more. I cannot give the complete list. That's what he meant by Adayaha, more. Here, what happens is, we are going to study what is the very purpose of Vyākaraṇa, that is Dharma Niyamaha. In the first article itself, it will come. Here, you just see the list, Goni, Gota. Sumitra, are you following?
Yes, Mahodaya, I am following.
So, Goni is, Ganni bag is there, no? Ganni bag. That is called Goni in Sanskrit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, Gota, if you say Gotam or Gota, Stretvam, Streta, like that, Goho Bhavaha, Gota is also correct in that sense. Okay, Asva Gonyadaya Shabdaha Sadhavo Vishayantare Vakyapadiyam. Ashvaha one should pronounce for a horse. But he said Asvaha. Gauhu one should pronounce for a cow. He said Goni. So now Vakyapadiyam Bhattacharya says Asvaha, Goni, Ityavadaya Shabdaha, etc. Shabdas, Sadhavaha Vishayantare. In another sense, they are sadhus. What does it mean? Swaha means wealth, money. Asvaha means a poor fellow who doesn't have money. Like that, Goni means a gunny bag. So in that sense, they are sadhus. But in the sense of a cow, they are asadhava. You see how he is running the Shastram, isn't it? So, Tadyatha Gaurityasya Shabdasya means only one Shabda, Ekvachanam. Gavi, Goni, Gota, Gopotarika, Icheva Madayaha, Apabhramshaha. Apabhramsha means that is slipped from sadhutva. That means it is not to be employed. One will not get dharma by employing such a word, although he had the knowledge of Vyākaraṇa, isn't it? Ishtanvākhyānaṁ khalvapi bhavati. More so, see how logic he is showing. Actually, what for you have started this Vyākaraṇa? What is the very purpose of Vyākaraṇa? To give sadhu shabdas by the easiest, briefest way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Suppose you start listing out all the apashabdas, is it ishta or anishta for you?
Anishta.
Anishta. Do you think something anishta? Suppose you went to get some milk. Okay, then there is grass, there is something, this thing, that thing. All those things also will you bring along with you? You don't do. You want only milk, you will get milk only. Why unnecessary things, other things? No purpose. So ishta, anishta. Ishta means the one you desired, you liked. This ishta is also used in anishtam apnoti in Mīmāṅsa also. This Vyākaraṇam actually runs on the lines of Mīmāṅsa. Now and then I will give some hints, keep in mind. So, ishta anvākhyānam. You are going to do analysis anvākhyānam. Anu means shabda prayogam anusaritya. Akhyānam means offering prakriti, pratyaya, the samasa, sandhi, tajita. All those things you are going to offer. This is what actually you wanted to do. Okay. All those things for which shabdas we want to offer. Sadhu shabdas only. Why unnecessarily bringing that list of asadhu shabdas? Are you going to analyze asadhu shabdas? No. That is anishtam. So ishtam is sadhu shabdanam anvākhyānam ishtam. To analyze, to do visleshana of sadhu shabdas only. So by selecting sadhu shabdas, offering the list of sadhu shabdas, the very purpose of Vyākaraṇa is also going to be served. Is it clear? Ishta anvākhyānam. Any doubt?
In this like he cannot give all the apsabda for sure, but for the sadhu sabda, is he going to give all the list? No.
He's going to give the beautiful story for that immediately.
Okay.
So, not that does not. One thing is you cannot give all the apashabdas. That is one thing you said. What he is saying is, are they necessary for us now?
Fine.
Ishtanvakshanam bhavati means Arishtanvakshanam would anybody do?
No.
Nobody will do. You are going to fetch some vegetables from the market, and there is one what you call buffalo or one horse. Would you go and start beating that? Sumitra getting?
Yes, Mahodaya, I am getting it.
So, Ishtanvakshanam api bhavati means khalu api bhavati. Khalu means nischayam, or khalu means hatav. Because Ishtanvakshanam also happens, not Anishtanvakshanam. Isn't it? There is a lot of meaning here. Atha, okay, we have decided. Shabdopadesha is the very upaya, device to be done in Vyākaraṇa, through Vyākaraṇa. So, Shabdana Upadesha, we have to offer, sit down and give listing, start listing all these Shabdas. Is it okay? Then he says, Atha, having decided all these things, that we have decided only this thing only. Yatasmin Shabdopadeshe sati, kim Shabdanam pratipattau, pratipadapathaha kartavyaha. Pratipatti means jnanam. When you decided that Shabdopadesha is to be done, not Apashabdopadesha, then even in the case of Shabdanam Upadesha, Shabdanam Jnanam, Pratipattau, Pratipadapatha Kartavyaha, Pratipadapatha, Padam Padam Pratipadam. Ipsa. Okay, that means every word is to be listed. How? Gauhu, start, note down. Gauhu, Ashvaha, Purushaha, Hasti, Shakunihi, Mragaha, Brahmanaha. Ichevamadayaha Shabdaha Patitavyaha. Should one read out all the Swatu Shabdas in a list? Gauhu, Ashvaha, Purushaha, Vyagraha, like that? Or is it so? Netyaha, Itinaha. Why, I did not mean that. I did not say that, Baba. Hey, what do you mean? Giving all the Shabdas, list of all the Shabdas? No, I did not mean it. Itinaha. I did not say that. I am not saying that aha is both past tense and present tense. Itana aha. Anabhyupaya yasha shabdanam pratipattau pratipadapathaha. The one you have chosen, pratipadapatha, listing all the sadhu shabdas one by one like that, it is anabhyupaya. It is not a device at all. It is not a good device at all. Na upayaha. Okay? He will give reasoning. Yavam hi shruyate. Then he is quoting some sort of story. Why the list of sadhu shabdas should not be preferred? What is the reason? Some story is being heard in the loka. Shruyate, being heard. Brahaspatihi indraya divyam varshasahasram pratipadoktanam shabdanam shabdaparayanam pravacha nantam jagama. Brahaspatischya pravakta Indraschādhyayata divyam varshasahasram adhyayanakaraha nachantam jagama kim punaradyatve. What to say today? Sumitra, interesting, no?
Yeah, Indra asked the student, Brihaspati.
Yavam Shuyate, a story is being heard. We hear Brahaspatihi, okay, Indraya divyam varshasahasram. This is another thing. You see, this for us 24 hours, 12 hours daytime, 12 hours night time, roughly. Hey, Sumitra, what is it for Pitu Devatas?
1 year, 1 day.
Huh?
1 day will be 1 year?
No. 6 months daytime, 6 months
night.
Night time, Ekabhuktam. Once only they eat.
Okay.
This is fully Sampradaya here. Dhamma Shastra also comes, Kalpa also comes. Every Shastra comes once you start lesson with me. Study of Mahābhāṣyam. Okay? I cannot go on simply just giving like that. That's why Abdikam death ceremony, yearly ceremony is performed.
Yearly once. Okay.
Got the answer?
Yes. Got
That
the answer.
Pitru Varsha. For Pitru Devatas, 1 year is 1 day. 6 months daytime, 6 months night time. Is it okay?
Yes, Mahodaya. Clear.
Then for Devatas, that is still different. Okay. Then what happens? Divyam Varsha Sahasram. Divine 1000 years. 1000 divine years. How much time will it be? We don't know. One meaning. Second meaning is in 11th Adhyaya of Mimamsa, the term Varsha is taken as a day. So 1000 days, again divine. Anyway, the time is too long, we cannot simply predict or we cannot explain. Isn't it? So Divyam Varsha Sahasram Adhyaya, Divyam Varsha Sahasram Pratipadoktanam Shabdanam Shabdaparayanam Pravacha. Shabdaparayana is the name of a book. In that book, people will find all the Sadhu Shabdas. So Brahaspati, Guru Devaguru started. Now we are going to study Shabdaparayanam. Indra, are you ready? Yes, sir, I am ready. Start. Go. Like that, he went up to 1000 divine years. Then Indra got some sort of Brahaspati ji, just 1 minute. Please tell me, still so early, hey, still it is there. Sumitra getting?
Yes, Mahodaya. Yeah.
That means, then what he said, Indra asked, sir, are you coming? We are going to come to here and slowly. No. Nandan Yagama, it is not completed. Then he says, he clear, point by point, he says, Brahaspatischa Pravakta. Who is Pravakta? Not Subrahmanyam or Pāṇini or someone. No. It is directly Brahaspati himself, Devaguru. Okay, Indrascha Adhyayata. Indra is the student, disciple. That means both are great personalities. To say, show that he is saying that. And time. Is there any time limit? Well, longer time it is given. Divyam Varasahasram Adhyayana Kalaha. The study, the time for study is 1000 divine years. Nantan Yagama. It is not yet complete. What to do? Then he says, Kim Padarajyatve. Today, what to say today? What is there to say? Ajyatve is an avyaya. Today. Yes, Sarvatha Jevati. Yes, Sarvatha Charan Jevati. Varshasatan Jevati. What is this? If at all someone lives for the longest, what you call Ayush, okay, he will be living for 100 years. What happens is, according to Jyotish Shastram, all the planets will give 120 years of this thing. I am not saying one will be alive till 120 years. As I am saying, all the planets, if you count the total Mahādashas, Shukra 20, Guru 18, Shani 19, 7 years Ketu and Kuja, like that, if you count all that, 120 years. That's why Shashti Purti is performed at the age of 60 years. Samyakarma. I should live 60 more years with wealth, Gelto, Godari, Ganga, all the things, whatever you want, you just go on adding. Vajaschame, Prasavaschame, Prayischame, Pratischame, Cha me, to me, it is there, no? So in Kanya Shalakam, he says, who is that Sumitra? Girisham. He says, whatever one wants, he can just go on adding that. Like that. Huh? So, that has just well. So, here what happens? Yes, Sarvatha Jevati, Charam means so long, for a long time, he is Sarvatha Varshachatan Jevati. 100 years only he will be alive. If anything is said in Ramayana, etc., their years are not years, days. It was a wrong translation. These people did not study Mimamsa. So they took 10,000 years Rama was ruling, 10,000 years, Lakshmana, those things they did not study Mimamsa, but teaching Ramayana. So such mistakes will be there. Days are to be taken. One more thing is, even beyond 120 years, one may live if he follows yoga abhyasa. Go on doing pranayama, etc. So pranayama, you are not doing this thing, isn't it? Uchvasa, Nishvasa will not be there. That will become 1 more day, 2 more days, 1 month, 1 year, like that it goes on. So one may enhance his longevity, ayush, by doing yoga abhyasa also. Understand? So, yaha sarvatha charanjevati, varshachatan jevati, chaturbhishcha prakaraihi vidya upayukta bhavati. What is this vidya for? What are the benefits of vidya? What are the purposes of vidya? 4. In Naishadhi Charita, Sri Harsha says, Adhiti bodha acharana pracharanaihi. It means vidya has got 4 purposes. He explains, let us read Mahābhāṣyam only, why to go to Naishadam. Chaturbhishcha prakaraihi, prakara means vidha, ways. Vidya upayukta bhavati, it will be useful in 4 ways. Agama kalena, first you have to learn. Here agama means learning from a guru. Svadhyāya kalena, then you have to do your self-study. You have to recite on your own after leaving Gurukulam. Pravachana kalena, then you have to teach others. You have to tell people, yes, this is this, that is that. Then vyavahara kalena, vyavahara means you have to put in practice. Practicality. Because unless and until you do the things, who will listen to you? You should speak Satyam. You say, but yourself you do not speak Satyam. Then who will care for you? If a smoker who smokes cigarettes, etc., he says, no, don't smoke, smoking will kill you. And then, why are you doing that? They will question. That means his words will not have authority.
So this is all together, right? Everything together, right? It is not by order, like it is not in a proper order. Even though at the same time, if I'm learning, I'm also doing the revision and teaching and practicing all together.
It is already there in our teaching, because I am asking Sumitra to do Chintana. Why? What I told you
revision. Yeah.
Tomorrow or simultaneously also you can do.
Yeah.
Because my guru used to ask me, Subrahmanyam, do Chintana. Vedavyasa had 10,000 students, 3 universities roughly. Can he teach to all the students? So the seniors will teach the juniors. Got it? Like that. While learning also, one may teach. There is nothing wrong. And also one has to follow. Satyam vadadham manchara Ashtādhyāyī. This is from Shiksha, Taittiriya Upanishad. All those things one has to follow and make others follow. Is it clear? So
the last one is not part of the category, right?
Which one?
The 4 types of vidya, right? So the last one you said that make sure the others also follow. That is not into the 4.
Yeah, that is not so easy, because but one has to teach, one has to tell people whenever they are in need. And this is actually there in Upanishads itself. Anasuyakaya, the one who does not have asuya against you, and the one who believes in these things, not to a nastika. No, we should not teach everything to everybody. So that's why they use it to select the candidate, whether this candidate deserves my teaching of Shastra or Veda or not. Then only you have to offer. If you offer to everybody who passerby, then tomorrow he may go and say, he says something nonsense. Like that he may tickle at you. So
the astika means the Shraddha, I understood. Shraddha on the Shastras, or is it is it following one God? Like if I say that only I believe in I have a Shraddha on Vishnu Bhagwan.
No problem. That is no not problem at all. Okay. So, because after learning all the Shastras, you will come to the decision that all gods are okay, one and okay. So my guru used to say, I have already given you that Ahameva Panditaha. One starts with I am the only person who is fit to be called a Pandita. Ahamapi Panditaha. Like that. So these things are very not serious things. Huh? So what he says is Chaturbhi Prakarehi Vyavahara Kalena iti. Tatra cha you see Kala he is taking time. Agama Kalena, Swadhyaya Kalena, Pravachana Kalena, Vyavahara Kalena. Kala is more important. Why? Kala will not stop for anybody. Suppose if I think tomorrow I may teach, tomorrow I may learn, tomorrow I may offer a dhanam, etc. No, that is not wise. Kuhita eva kesheshu mrityuna dharmam acharet. Simply think that Mrityu Devata is holding you by your hair. Like that you have to perform. Anyway, those things are there. So, tatracha asya agamakalena eva ayuhu paryupayuktam syat. If we follow Brahaspati Indra case, simply to learn itself, the total 100 years are gone. In learning Sadhu Shabdas only, the 100 years are gone. That does not mean that you have completed all the Sadhu Shabdas. But Agamakarena, Tasmat, Anabhyupayaha, Shabdanam Pratipattau, Pratipatapathaha. Okay? There, Vyavahara Kalena, Vyavahara means Yajna Karma, actually. Because what happens is, we have quoted now, Brahmana has got 6 duties. Adhyayanam, Vedadhyayanam, Adhyapanam, to teach. Dhanam, to receive dana, and to offer dana, and pratigraha, to receive dana. If you are a sannyasi, you should not accept a pratigraha. No. If you are that kind of mind, that I want to become a sannyasi, then don't accept any kind of pratigraha.
What about the food?
Pratigraha, once you accept, that the sins are transferred to you, and you have to recite the Veda time and again to get rid of the sins. All that will be there.
Even that food, for some sannyasi, the food also should not be pratigraha. Like food, to eat food.
Food, what happens is food for just a living purpose. And not sanchayanam. Not just going to, although this much food he got, he will go again to other house because more and more dishes are available. No, one should not do like that. So whatever is, and there are very difficult niyamas. One should not look at the other one. Nowadays, if you walk like that on road, so many accidents will take place. One should be careful. Changing times, you cannot do anything. So what he says is, Anabhyupayaha eshaha shabdanam pratipattau pratipatapataha. Now you got the answer, Sharma?
So the answer is no.
So Adhyayanam, Adhyapanam, Dhanam, Pratigraha, and Yajanam, Yajanam. 6 karma, Shat karma. Yajanam means performing yagas, and Yajanam, making others perform yagas, being a Purohita, something like that. These are the karma, 6 karmas of a Brahmana. So Vyavahara Kalena means Yajna karma in Yajna karma. So these karmas are here listed. Roughly you can say. Is it okay? Kadam tarhi ime shabdaha pratipattavyaha. Shall we stop it here?
Yeah. Otherwise it will be a bigger topic.
Because the next also is going to flow.
Yes.
Going to discuss anything. Any doubts in this thing, Sumitra or Achyutji?
No.
It's clear.
The examples that you are citing, they are enriching. Examples that you are citing, for example, just now you said that this last karma, गुरु मुखातून विद्या तेव्हा शब्दाचे ज्ञान होण्याकरता प्रत्येक शब्द सांगणे हा उपाय नाही. बिफोर दॅट यू टोल्ड आता व्यवहारिक कर्म, व्यवहार फॉर
व्यवहार का लेना, व्यवहार means repeating only.
Yes.
Generally, Manusmriti.
Yes, in order that life should be completed, he has to perform all these four karmas. That is Adhyayanam, Adhyapanam, and if words themselves are taking up your lifetime, what use is life of if you cannot complete the others? So from there, so the upaya is not correct. That is his final
Upaya is already, because list is very innumerable. There are innumerable shabdas. Even Brahma cannot do that. So then this is indirectly praising Pāṇini. See, what Brahaspati and Indra could not do is fulfilled by Pāṇini.
Secondly, this scores of dictionaries, as if shabdas are limited.
That is also, he gave ganas. Gana. Shivadibhyo and Shivadigana. Very big ganas are given. Gana means group of words. So many groups of words, so many ganas he has given Pāṇini. And he said, you apply this pratyaya through all these words. He gives a list of words. Who can do that? And Swara he has to take care of. And also what Brahaspati could not do, where Indra also failed, Pāṇini said, hey, this is nothing. Yeah? Can anybody do this thing? The job is very, very difficult. Simply impossible for others. Even Shankaracharya, in third sutra of Subrahmanyam, he says, Pāṇinyādi nāmiva. Jnayekadesha. He said a part of what he knew. He revealed a part of what he knew. This is said by Loka Prasiddham. I am not saying as Shankaracharya. In Loka, people are saying that. How beautiful. Now, Sharma, you got, all of you rather, got how to speak, how to get the meaning, how to comment. Next class I will give you the verses.
Okay. Dhanyawadalu, Namaskaraha.